definitely. So the transition to the NFL, the recruiting process, and all those teams coming to your pro day and your and all those days at the college they put on to show their talent. How was that process for you, and what teams wanted to take a look at you and
Yeah.
come
Well,
on?
if you asked me back then, I thought every team wanted to take a look at me. You know, I was prideful in a lot of ways, and it was a crazy process because you get broken down and people tell you where all your flaws are at. It's stressful. You got to meet with different coaches. You got to train. You got to go run fast at the combine, Senior Bowl. So it's long and daunting. But when I look back, I didn't really give it my best effort and give it my all as far as how I was living off the field. My personal life wasn't really conducive to me reaching my goal of being an NFL player and being drafted where I thought I should be drafted. And there was a dichotomy in a lot of ways. My reality, my perceived reality, and what actually was going on were two different things. And so I ended up not getting drafted. And obviously in that moment I was upset. I'm like, man, I'm good. I had these teams calling me saying that they were going to take me and they didn't take me. And so I was upset. But after living a little bit more and kind of looking back on that time in my life, based on what I have done, since then, to be able to create a 15-year career, I was nowhere close to what I needed to be, not even sniffing it. And so I ended up with what I earned, being undrafted, going to the Carolina Panthers. And again, I was fortunate enough to be around some real great professional guys that I mentioned earlier, Steve Smith, Brenton Buckner, I had Julius Peppers, Mike Rucker, Mike Jenkins. There's just a lot of guys that were professionals, guys that had played a long time, that had families, that understood how to build value on and off the field as a player and as a man. And I was able to just watch them. And then, a lot of that stuff just fell off onto me, just trying to be studious, and started planting seeds once again, just like Justin had done for me in college. I was getting watered again in that season of my life. And so it was, a crazy time. I didn't work and seize the moment the way I should, but I ended up right where I needed to be to get to where I'm at today.